What is up, party people? Welcome to, I don't know why it's so funny to me every single time. It's just, you know what
Party
it is?
people!
Boom, boom. You know what it is, Michael? It's just like every time I see your face, you bring a smile to my face, man. So it's just, man, so I can't help myself.
Made me cry within the first 40 seconds of the show.
WTF, welcome to Funkatopia. I am your host, Mr. Christopher. That is the other host, Mr. Michael Bland. Bam, bam, Michael Bland.
Bam, 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 bam.
I was more thinking Flintstones, bam, bam, but that's all right. Okay, you can kind of go that way. You can bring it up into the 20th century. That's fine, or 21st century, wherever we are.
Actually, there's a drummer that went by the name of goes by the name of Bam Bam, John Morgan. Bad drummer, man. I saw this dude way back when I was just kind of getting started in the scene, man. He played with I want to say he played with maybe Jody Watley. He actually played I think he either was on the Pebbles gig, like back in the day, like
Pebbles and Bam Bam.
Yes, I think he was actually on that gig. I don't remember for sure. But
that would make complete sense because
excellent drummer, great drummer, really nice guy, John Morgan, Bam Bam. What's up, man? Anybody true to Minneapolis, and around my age knows about John Morgan, man.
All right, I got the Liquid Death out. Liquid Death. Rest in Peach. You said Rest in Peach. You said that was a good one, right?
Well, that's one of the good ones, I think. I also like Dead Billionaire because it's more like an Arnold Palmer or something. But I mean,
Rest in Peach is pretty good.
It's agave. It's like that can is like probably 20 calories. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like water from cans, though. I've found out.
Well, and then I also got the Lipton.
Well, yes,
that peach iced tea. I love, as you can tell, I love peach. I like peach. I like.
You're in Georgia, of course, man. Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with me liking peach. I like peach before I ever got down here.
All right.
But I mean, it's a good place to be if you like peaches, for sure. Absolutely. It's just not the season. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Like Magic City.
Different peaches. So tonight we're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna kind of cut it up a little bit, just like we're doing right now. Yeah. But primary focus tonight is going to be the celebration. The Prince Celebration 2026 is going to be taking place in the Minnesota area. I would say Paisley Park, but it's going to be at Paisley Park. It's going to be in St. Paul. It's going to be in Minneapolis. I mean, it's going to be in quite a variety of different places, and we're going to talk about it tonight. I did do last Tuesday, which I still find hilarious, that we did a show, and no joke, this show ends at 10 o'clock. At 10:01, the email comes through with the schedule for the Prince Celebration. That was wow. Are you serious right now? So then I had to go. It didn't feel intentional, but it kind of felt a little intentional. It was kind of weird. It was like, I'll just wait until the show was over because it's kind of funny because, a lot of the times a lot of the interviews that they decide to do are on Tuesday. And I almost feel like, that's a good idea because we're going to go live Tuesday night and, we're going to give you an extra push for it. So why not? Yeah, man. Busy week. But obviously this is the pre-show, even though we don't even talk about pre-shows too much anymore. But, what are we talking about this too? Experience Princess Minneapolis is very, very cool. Wow. I used to have, I still have princecelebration.com. I don't know why I have that. I don't want to start any problems here. Y'all can come get it. You guys can just ask me. I mean, but again, I pick up some of these domain names because I see them floating out there and I'm like, why is that out there? Now anybody can pick it up. Any domain squatter can pick it up and sit on it and try to like rake them over the coals for property IP that belongs to Prince, And so I kind of feel like it's my digital duty to be like, no, you can't have Prince Celebration. No, you can't have 1-800-NEW-FUNK. I can't allow you to have them, So I know that there's, people out there that do that. But it's okay. Anyways, we used to have this website that had a very, very long, it kind of talked about celebration in general. And I had a map on there and everything. And we never really kind of spent a lot of time really building it out. Would love to. but just never have. And Bonnie for sure out of Hawaii, she's always done this masterful spreadsheet, which she still has, and I'm going to share it later on. That kind of talks about all the off track stuff that's going on with the Prince celebration. But one of the things that is one of the thing that is kind of a little bit. I'm not saying this negatively. I just think that there's so much information about the Prince celebration, about VIP Platinum and VIP whatever it is, gold or whatever it is, and then GA, and then the shuttles are here. And if you're VIP, you can go to this event, but if you're GA, you can't go to that event. If you're VIP, you've got a shuttle to go here. If you're GA, you don't have a shuttle to go here. If you got there's no transportation to get there. I just think there's so much information to absorb that it's not really kind of structured in a way that's easy to absorb it. So I kind of spent a little bit of quiet time with all of it and just like, okay, let me put this in a digestible format for people, and also for those who are brand new and have never been to Minneapolis and are planning to go to their first celebration. First off, awesome. This is really, really cool. You're going to have a great, great time. You're going to be hanging out with family, and man, you need it. I mean, you need it. It's good for your soul. It's good for your brain. And hey, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And let me just say, it's a great place to be if you're a Prince fan, because it gives you a calm. It allows you to kind of just absorb and fellowship with fellow Prince fans, which are hard to come by out in your normal day to day. But you come up to Minneapolis and Chanhassen and these areas, just Minnesota in general, and you're gonna have a good time, because there's so many of us that are going to be there, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it tonight, and hopefully do it in a way that is easy to understand. And so there's that. For those that are wondering, by the way, when we start the show, why I wait for 30 seconds before I start the thing and you're just kind of looking at whatever, it's primarily because of Instagram. Because when you start the show in StreamYard, it does it automatically, but then you have to wait for Instagram's go live button to appear so you can click. It's like a whole process for Instagram. So it's
okay.
It's a thing. So anyways, that's the reason why it's going to be fun. Yes, there is no live on Facebook right now. The reason being is because I'm not going to go into that story again, but we restarted the Facebook page. And because we restarted the Facebook page, we are not allowed to go live until we have been online for, is it 60 days? It's either 60 days or 6 months. There's a 6 somewhere in there. And so we can't go live on Facebook until then. So you're going to have to enjoy us here on YouTube and on Instagram and on X. Those are the 3 locations that we go live on. And then if you miss any part of the show, you can go the next day. You can go to all your favorite podcasting platforms, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever it is that you enjoy your podcast, and you can just take a listen. Now, unfortunately, tonight it's very, very visual. So I apologize ahead of time for the audio folks. You're going to need to watch this video because there's a lot of, I'll try to do as much as I possibly can to kind of walk through it so that if you're listening, you're not going to get totally lost, but there is, some visuals. It's not like showing a book, a photo book or anything, but there are still some visuals. But before we get into the celebration thing, I know we got a few minutes before we hit the 8 o'clock hour. We normally spend the first 15 minutes or so talking about this, that, or the other. I wanted to first, obviously, say, again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So please, if you guys need anything, need prayers or need whatever it is that you need, if you're going through it, talk to people. Mm-hmm. Let people know what's going on in your head. Let people know what's going on, what you're thinking, what you're going through. Don't suffer alone. And for those of us who aren't suffering, but maybe aren't empathetic, just take some time to be more aware of the people around you and, kind of tap into their vibe and just check to make sure they're doing okay. Especially when it comes to Prince fam and everything. That's the reason why, the Prince celebration in June is very cathartic, because you get a bunch of us all just really just celebrating music and the music that we love, and we get to be passionate and we get to geek out on all things Prince. And there's really nothing there's no there's that's my favorite thing to do, really, totally honestly, is just to hang out with people. And so, but anyways, please pay attention to folks and communicate if you are going through it. And if you're not going through it, pay attention to others that might be. So just,
Yes,
there's
absolutely.
there's plenty of resources that are out there if you're going through it. Just, let us, if you want to, reach out to me via email at funkatopia@gmail.com. If you're saying, tell me you're going through something, if I can send you in the right direction and get you some help, I'll be more than happy to do that. Nothing but love here at Funkatopia. So just let us know what you need. Speaking of which, don't get wrapped up into all this negativity that we're starting to see online now regarding Prince. There's been a couple of things that have popped up. One that popped up a couple of weeks ago. A European newspaper was an interview of Jill Jones that popped up or whatever that had a little bit of negativity and stuff that was kind of aimed towards Prince. And there was another one that just came out, I guess, about a week ago, National Enquirer. Also, some other things talking about speculation, a past band member speaking about speculation about what was going on with Prince during those final days or whatever, that was not really founded on anything other than assumptions, speculation. So what I can tell you is that if you see a bunch of negativity and things like that, just avoid it. Just don't, just push to the side. Just don't let it overwhelm you. Don't get obsessed with it. And don't even get involved in it, because once you start getting into that negative spiral, it just keeps on rolling, man. It's never ending. So stay away from that. So let's talk about some good news that just came out recently. Somebody had did a Twitter post. I know we should be starting here in the celebration thing, and we will. Just give me 1 minute. Somebody had did a Twitter post that said new music coming from Prince in the summer, but didn't see anything official at all about it. I didn't see anything official. And then there was an interview with Londell on News Nation. News Nation isn't that right. I don't know what News Nation is, but let me see if I can share this, because oh shoot, I didn't load the thing either. Let me see if I can share the screen. Maybe this tab. There it is. And let's see if we can watch this together and what Londell said. So we'll kind of just touch on this just for a second, but this is straight out of Lundell's mouth. And let's play this.
Understood. So are we going to see more albums? Because you and I both know that what Prince put out publicly is just maybe 1/100th of what he actually made.
Albums, singles, music, platforms, video, concert footage. We have an obligation to put that out to satisfy not only his fans, but to satisfy Prince, who wanted to share that music, but he wanted it to be put out when it's right. And he wanted to be preserved for the long haul. You see, Prince is Mozart. Mm-hmm. You don't just throw it out like he's some random.
So when can I expect my next Prince album?
This summer.
No way. How many songs?
Can't tell you all the facts, Paula.
It's got to be over 8, right? I mean,
it's otherwise be over it would 8. Be an album. There you go.
What about a double album?
Okay. Hey. Okay. We've put out a number of box sets, and over 190 unreleased sound recordings have been released.
But we're going to have new songs this summer.
This is going to be new songs.
Boom. Thank you, Lundell. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. So that came right from Lundell. He said there's going to be brand new music that's going to be coming in the summer. Now, this is where you kind of got to get ahead of this speculation spiral, because what the activity and stuff that I was seeing online, like on X and everything, everybody was saying, oh, it's going to be, it's going to be this and it's going to be that. And it's like, okay, calm down. First off, he didn't specify whether or not it was just going to be brand new music that was going to be on the Parade soundtrack. Like when they do this Parade box set, there could be brand new music that's on that. That's what he's referring to. He didn't say it was going to be an album that was going to be, whatever. He didn't say it was going to be a brand new album. He just said it was going to be new music. So as long as he puts new music on that parade set, then that's, so again, until more official word comes out, which I'm sure that we'll hear about at the celebration, they'll be talking quite a bit about maybe a little bit more details. Hopefully he'll be a little bit more forthcoming about some of those details, because obviously you can't just say something like that out loud and be like, all right, yeah, okay, cool, thank you. No, we have to have all the details. We get all, you know how that is. It's just, there it is. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't even know what it could possibly be. I mean, I just don't. So guess we're about to find out. All right, Michael, you ready?
Sure.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. What?
I was just checking on it because once I pull this trigger on this friggin' celebration thing, I'm gonna do my best to kind of stop and ask you questions and stuff to kind of keep you involved. I don't want you to get left out of this thing, because there's just a lot here. So please don't feel any sort of way. Please interrupt, because people love to hear you talk. People love to hear your insight and your input. So I don't want this to be like this roller coaster, freight train of me, blah, 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 blah.
I've been in the studio. I hadn't heard anything about anything that you were talking about for the first few minutes. I haven't been really that much on social media. I don't know what they're saying. Yeah. Was not aware that Lindell went on News Nation.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm listening like everybody else. I'm getting caught up.
Yeah, I'm just talking about when we start talking about the celebration. This is not really something that's
whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever it is.
Because we'll talk about certain venues and things that you might have some insight on, and just some other insight too. Because one of the things I'll be talking about early here, and we're about to get into it, is really places that you should stay, where you should consider staying, where just from my personal journeys and what I've done and what I will be doing. Because right now, as it stands, I have my plane tickets, I have my rental car, and I have my hotel, and I have the tickets to the Twins game. That's all I got. Yeah, I don't have tickets to the celebration yet.
Okay. What are you planning on doing about that?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Just kind of, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm not saying
it's not about
other
me.
Stuff to do. Yeah, sure.
And we're going to talk about that, because even if you go up there and you just want to hang out with purple people, cool. Hang out with purple people, and know that you do not necessarily have to go to the celebration. There are tons of things going on. Well, not tons of things. There's a lot of things going on in town during that week that is just kind of all over the place. So
that's 4 solid days. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite a bit. That's it's 5 days, right? 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, it's 5 days.
3rd, 4th, 5th.
That's a lot. That's a lot of days. I mean, you're taking a full week off to attend this thing. All right. So might as well go ahead and start talking about it. First off, what's really kind of exciting news is that you know what I didn't do? I forgot to pull in the slides. So let me pull in the slides we're talking about. But I'll talk about it for a second.
Yeah.
Paisley Park has an app now, which I think is really super cool, because, I mean, they've needed an app forever. I mean, why they've waited so long to get an app where not just I still feel like Prince should have an app in some form or fashion, but Paisley Park has this app now, and it's actually can get schedule tours there. And also they've got a big screen that's got tons of really cool celebration merchandise here. So definitely make sure that you head to either the Apple Store or Google Play and get the Paisley Park app. I've already got it installed on my computer here. This is screen captures from the merch, some of the merch screens that are on there on the app. These screen captures were actually taken by Abby Lilly on the celebration of 2026 Celebration of Prince 2026 Facebook group page. You should go there because it's really cool. They talk about a lot of the things that are going on in regards to the celebration. And just so you know, I also have facebook.com/Prince Celebration. Some people are actually using that. I didn't attach a year to it when I first got it because I didn't want to have to change it every year. So I have Prince Celebration. Again, just ask. It's me. When I see somebody, it's a friend. Prince is a friend. And, when I see somebody's IP that's out there in the wild that can be absorbed by somebody that can, use it for nefarious deeds, I don't want to be a part of that. So I try to do my part. Anyways, download the Paisley Park app. Check out Celebration of Prince 2026. They've got a really, really cool page. Prince Celebration too, facebook.com/Prince Celebration. That's there, or maybe /groups/Prince Celebration, because that's actually the one that I created and am the admin for. But anyways, here we are.
Yeah.
Prince Celebration 2026. Now, you have not been to any of the Prince celebrations, have you?
I have not.
Not even, the couple that he did when he was with us?
No.
Well, it's a really cool event. Wish it would have an opportunity to be able to, to make it up there. I am going to be talking about your guys' show coming up. I am going to be talking about that. That's
Okay.
we're going to be doing it that week, starting from June 2nd. We'll be talking a little bit, going forward and talking about some of these.
Sure, if you like. Yeah, sure. Let's chop it up.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely going to do that. So let's talk about the individual days as they plan. Now, June 2nd, you will actually be able to pick up your credentials for. First off, let me just say, Celebration is in. It says it's in Minneapolis, but it's all over the place. It's in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Chanhassen. It's an event that takes place June 3rd through the 7th, which is June 3rd is a what? It's a
Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes, June 3rd is a Wednesday. Excuse me. Yeah, so June 3rd is a Wednesday, and it goes all the way through until Sunday, June 7th, Prince's birthday. And there's a lot of things going on in and around town. But as far as June 2nd is concerned, the only thing that's going on is everybody's ability to be able to pick up your credentials if you purchased tickets. You can go to paisleypark.com or princecelebration2026.com and either one of those and be able to purchase tickets to the event. I'm not going to be talking about pricing here. Here's all that I'll say. If you've been to multiple Prince celebrations in the past, 3 or more Prince celebrations posthumously, you can look in your email for a discount. I don't remember what the numbers are. I want to say 3 to 5 or something like that gets 20% off, and then 6 and 7 get half off the pricing. So if you have done it and you have not purchased your tickets, please make sure you check your email, because there is a discount code that you can take advantage of to get pretty cool big discounts on this on the celebration. So very, very cool. So here's what I'll say on this is that this right here is the Lofton, and the Lofton is in downtown Minneapolis.
Okay.
And this is where you'll be able to pick up your credentials when you buy the ticket. So if you show up on this day, on the 2nd, I am coming in on the 2nd. You can come down to the Lofton on the 2nd and pick up your credentials and walk around there. It is literally in a very, very close to First Avenue. Also, the Arena Target Center. Is that what you guys?
Oh, this is the spot where this is the next block over, right, from First Ave.
Correct. Yep.
Like if you keep going into downtown on First. Yeah, it's on the right there. That's been a couple of different hotels so far.
Yep. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this too. Now, obviously, I can't speak to flights and stuff for you guys as far as where you're going to be flying in from. I can't speak to, whether or not it makes sense for you to get a rental car or if it doesn't. We're going to talk a little bit about this too, because there are shuttles that are available for you in in a couple of instances, not all. Like in Minneapolis, there are no shuttles. It's essentially you got to get there somehow. If you stay at one of the Minneapolis locations at one of the host hotels, what you can do is that you can then you can walk to a lot of these places, or take an Uber to some of these places. But there's going to be situations where you need to go to St. Paul, and you need to take an Uber there, or if you need to get to Chanhassen, you can hook up with a shuttle bus there that are supposed to be running continuously, that will take you to Chanhassen for any of the days where they have events at Paisley Park. Don't worry about committing all this to memory. This is just me just rambling right now. That I reuse this map every single year, but what that circle is like the area where Lake Minnetonka and stuff like that is. And there is actually an event that's going to be going on with a boat cruise on Lake Minnetonka on June 7th. A couple of other things that are going on there too. But that's the only reason why that's there. So don't get distracted by that. But as you can see, the upper right is Minneapolis. Down there where that triangle is on the bottom right is Bloomington, a little bit just north of where the airport is. And then all the way over there to the left is Chanhassen. If you guys are listening via audio, just think of a backwards L, the top of the L being Minneapolis, the corner being Bloomington and where the airport is, and the other side being Chanhassen. Whenever I go to Minneapolis, I always stay in Bloomington. Typically Bloomington, sometimes Eden Prairie, just that area right there. And the only reason why I do that, well, there's a couple reasons why I do it. First off, it's calm. I'm not really a city guy. I like going to the city. Like I like New York City. I like kind of hanging out and doing things. But the reason why I typically don't stay in Minneapolis primarily is because I like to drive places. Like I always like to go to Cheapo Records. I always like to go to Electric Fetus. There's a bunch of places that I just want to go just for the sake of going and not have to wait on a shuttle, not have to wait on everything. And the problem with a majority of the hotels in Minneapolis is that there is no free parking. You either have to pay for $25 a day or whatever it is to park your car at the hotel. And it's just a pain in the butt. If you're okay with Uber, that's fine if you're going to stay close. But I'm just telling you, that adds up. I mean, every single time you get an Uber, that costs a lot of money. And it will, if you're going to be there 5 days and a day on each side, you're talking about, the better part of, or a week that you're going to be in that area, spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
On Ubers going anywhere. You want to go get something to eat? All right, we're going to take an Uber. Want to go this? You want to go check out where Prince went to high school? Well, we're going to have to get an Uber. It's just over and over again. So the reason why I stay in Bloomington is a couple reasons. First off, I have yet to stay at a hotel that does not have free parking. All of them have very, very accessible parking. Those areas are calm. The Bloomington, Eden Prairie area, just because there's always lots of restaurants. The Mall of America is there. There's so many cool things that are in that area, and you can go straight up to the top of the L to go to any things in Minneapolis. It's about a 20-minute ride, or you can go 20 minutes to the west and go over to Chanhassen. Everything is pretty much 20 minutes away. Not to mention, if you don't want to do anything, you just want to hang out, there's plenty of stuff to do. There's multiple malls, and including the Mall of America, lots of shopping, lots of eateries, and it's a lot less expensive to stay there per night.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it. That's just me. And
Uh-huh.
and by the way, I went online to pay that ticket for parking in the street.
All right.
And I logged in, and it was like $45. So
Okay.
so here's the other thing too. So here's what I'll tell you. If you do rent a car and you do plan to go to Minneapolis, sometimes parking the streets is really, really cool if you're not going to be there for more than 4 hours, which I did. But I guess this is not the first time it's happened to me where you'll get a ticket and there's no way to contest a ticket, because if they see it's a rental car and you're out of town, the only way that you can contest a ticket is to actually appear in court. So just park in like a regular parking deck or a regular parking area that's not necessarily one of those metered parking spots, because it seems like it's like an easy way for Minneapolis to make money. I'm just saying, Minneapolis, y'all did this to me twice now.
Yeah, all right.
And gave me a ticket for when I was covered, but I couldn't even contest it because I'd have to show up in court to say, look, I was covered during that window.
Any city government can be up to skullduggery, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure they did it. I'm sure they targeted you.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's okay. It's all right. That's the reason why parking in a deck or parking in a parking lot is a better option, because that way you don't have to worry about chasing a meter.
Yes.
So, here's what I can say. There are some really cool, they do have some host hotels. I think I have, let me take this down. So to kind of give you an idea, let's share the hotel screen. Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm sorry, I got some tabs going, so I want to make sure that I share this. This is the Prince Celebration 2026 Hotel Partners. So they're the Hilton Minneapolis Bloomington. That's the only one that's in that Bloomington, Eden Prairie area that I was talking about. And even though that is a host hotel there in Bloomington where I normally stay, I did not stay here. I'll explain why. It's nothing to do with anything other than, and it's a great deal to stay there, by the way, but I got a better deal somewhere else. So I'm just telling you. So the Hilton Minneapolis Bloomington, if you try to get a ticket or try to get a room per night, not through this link, it's like $239 or something like that a night, or something ridiculous, $259 a night. But if you come to the hotel partner site, again, princecelebration2026.com/hotel-partners, you can get rooms here at the Hilton Bloomington for $100. Like I think I saw $139. Let's click on it. So it's like $100 off a night going for the Prince Celebration scenario.
Okay.
I think. Let's see. I'm pulling it up right. Can you guys see the select a room page? Can you see this?
I can't see it.
Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's because I'm not sharing. I must go. Yeah. There you go.
There you go. So
So look here, $139 a night. $139 a night for a king size bed. $233 for a king size bed on a high floor with a pull out sofa, high floor, blah 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 blah. Look right there. I mean, 2 queen beds or a king bed with a pull out sofa, $139. It's a great deal. That's a really good deal for a hotel that's normally well over $200 a night to stay. I happen to find I'm going to go back to that hotel partner site. I happen to find a really, really nice hotel for $85 a night, which is yet another good deal. It's not the host hotel, but it's a really, really good deal. So
all right.
Again, when you start multiplying shit times 5 and 6, that stuff starts adding up. It starts adding up real quick. So the other ones are the Lofton Hotel, Tapestry Collection by Hilton. I think this one is going to be up. Is definitely, again, see, this is what I'm talking about. $429.21. Yeah, that's a night. So to stay at the Lofton, that's how much it would cost you to stay per night at the Lofton through their link, by the way, I might add. So that's a very, very beautiful and nice, very upscale hotel, but it's still up there in price. And again, there's no free parking here. You're either going to have to valet. So there's more on top of that. You're going to have to valet, or you're going to have to pay to have your car parked somewhere else. The other place is the Hampton Inn Suites, Minneapolis downtown, and that is on 8th Street in Minneapolis. And let's see what the pricing is on that one. These are $225. That's about what the Bloomington one was if you didn't go through the app.
Sure.
But I used Trivago, and Trivago gave me like really nice. I found a really nice 4-star hotel for $85 an hour. It was pretty good. And then of course there was a W Minneapolis Fauché, the Fauché again in Minneapolis, and this is where they've had the kickoff parties previously, but that ends up being $230 a night. So all the hotels that are in Minneapolis are a minimum of $200 something per per night. So 230, I think was the lowest one that we saw in Minneapolis.
Mhm.
139 for the one in Bloomington,
Yeah.
and you don't have to pay for parking. This is another reason why I don't have any aversion to downtown, but it's still, yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's not worth that extra money, in my opinion. I mean,
I got you.
I mean, if you've stayed at hotels in downtown Minneapolis, I assume before, unless you just go home.
No, I've done both. I mean, when we were all playing with Nick Jonas in the administration, we had a gig here at the State Theater, and I mean, literally, it made more sense to just stay downtown at the place you're talking about, the spot that's up the street from First Avenue.
Oh,
we stayed there. It used to be called the Chambers Hotel, I think.
right. That's the Lofton one that I was referring
Yes.
to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I stayed there instead of coming all the way back out to Eden Prairie, because it was like there was only a few hours before we had to be at the venue. It was so I mean, yeah, I've stayed downtown.
I mean, again, I like downtown. There's some really, really good. Oh gosh, I don't know if there is a. I'm gonna do some free promo because there is a restaurant that is in downtown that I love, and I obviously I can't eat a bunch of food anymore, just because of that's the reality. But was it Nick that showed me? Yeah. So there's a restaurant in Minneapolis called Lumi, Lumi, and it is like Middle Eastern cuisine, and it's just so good. I have yet to. I mean, you can get like. I have yet to order anything there that is not good, and it's just unbelievable. So let me just give a shout out to the Lumi restaurant, which is really close to all that little area in Minneapolis, pretty much walking distance from there. So you can that's a little extra shout out for no reason other than I like it.
Yeah, give them the business. Yeah.
All right. So if you rent a car, it's probably better to stay in Bloomington, Eden Prairie area, just that area down there at the bottom of the L, somewhere in the middle. It doesn't matter. You can go a little bit further over. I mean, some people go to Chaska. Some people want to stay in Chanhassen, stay close to Paisley Park. You can do that too. Yeah, the further away you get from Minneapolis, the lower that price is going to go. But that's the reason. Bloomington is just that area that's just makes a little bit more sense. So there are, if you do plan to just say, no, I don't do that. I don't drive. I want to take a shuttle bus, or I want to take Ubers, or wherever I go. There are shuttle buses that are going to be running, but I tried to get some answers from the celebration at Paisley Park email, I think is what it was, and I never got a response. So, which is unfortunate, because I was hoping to share some of this information for you, because it looks like the way that it's kind of listed is that some of these instances make it look like the shuttle is only available for VIP, that it's not available for GA. I think there is one day where it is available for both GA and VIP, but there's like one day, I think it's at Sunday, I think the 7th, that makes it look like if you're GA, you can't take it. So that's another thing. You got to try to figure that out. I hope to get you guys an answer about that, but because we're going to go over the pages as they have them showing, but I also broke up the pages. But for those interested in the shuttle, the areas that the shuttle is going to be starting at certain times, and we'll talk about this, and then going on a continuous loop, between certain times, is going to be from the Family of Christ Lutheran Church in Chanhassen, which is at 2020 Colt Boulevard in Chanhassen, and it's, again, they start at certain times, and then you can, if you have a rental car and you need to get to Paisley Park, but they don't allow you to park at Paisley Park, you can take your car to locations like this, which is close to Paisley Park, and just park your car, get on the shuttle bus, and then take the shuttle bus back, and then get in your car and leave. So I think that's the purpose of having some of this. They have to do this in order for it to make sense. But again, I just wanted to try to hopefully get some clarification on it. The other location in Minneapolis, if you happen to be staying in Minneapolis, is the North 9th Street parking deck that's in downtown Minneapolis, 9th Street. And that's kind of what that looks like. That's actually kind of like the area where That's not First Avenue because First Avenue is on First Avenue. That almost looks like the one that's in downtown by the mural, but it's not. Like the back side of it. But anyways, there's a parking deck, and you can take a shuttle here, park your car anywhere in this parking deck, and go down to the shuttle. But again, if you're parking that much, you're paying that much money to park in Minneapolis. It's crazy. And there was one other location, and I think this was the only one that I saw that was running on Sunday specifically, and that was at Chaska High School in Chaska, Minnesota. And I think that one's only listed. The other two are listed on the shuttle days, but this one's only listed on Sunday, June 7th. Don't worry, I'm going to re-go over this when we get to the days, but this one's located at Sunday, June 7th, and these are going to be on a constant loop starting like on Sunday. It starts at 2:05 and then ends at, I don't know. It just kind of, anyways, just know that's what's going on for
okay,
shuttles.
So that's a shuttle. I got it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's just a basic shuttle thing. Yeah, Christine, you say across the street near the mural on that parking deck, but the thing is that is First Avenue, because it's like First Avenue, and behind First Avenue is where the mural is on that parking deck, but that wouldn't be 9th Street because that's not 8 blocks. It's like, it seems like, I don't know. I could be wrong, but just look it up on Google Maps or whatever, Apple Maps, whatever you want to use, and take it from there. So let's talk about the days, shall we? Let's do that. To start, as I show you these, there are 3 different sets of levels of tickets that you can get for this. General admission, VIP Gold, and VIP Platinum. I'm not going to be talking about the cost about I don't want to get into that anymore. If you want to purchase tickets, please do. Go to PaisleyPark.com or go to PrinceCelebration2026.com, which is probably the better place to go. It started out at Paisley Park, but then they kind of moved stuff there. But PrinceCelebration2026.com, and you can get your tickets there for, again, general admission, VIP Gold, and VIP Platinum. What's the difference between VIP Gold and VIP Platinum? Nothing. Other than it's 2 separate groups that kind of do things on alternating schedules, which we'll go through, just because the VIP group is typically pretty big. So they want to make sure that for certain events that, you guys are alternating. So do pay attention to whether or not you're gold or whether or not you're platinum, because you don't want to get your schedule all mixed up and be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So
sure,
we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
All right. As I said, June 2nd, that's where you're going to go. You're going to go to, I'll go back to that. You're going to go to that location there, the Lofton in downtown Minneapolis, to pick up your credentials. June 3rd is a whole entirely different day for VIP than it is for general admission. General admission, let me just say, you guys ain't got nothing to do. Notice I have, remember your colors now. VIP Gold is gold. VIP Platinum is the gray, and GA is blue. So if you're GA, just follow along, because it doesn't say that every single screen, all right? So, for instance, this first day here, the VIP experience pretty much starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. So they're going to have shuttle services that go from that 9th Street Minneapolis parking deck, and also the 2020 Culture Boulevard, which is at Lutheran Church in Chanhassen. And there's going to be shuttles that are going to be leaving from there, doing a continuous rotation loop until I can't remember what time it is. It's going to be in a continuous loop going to Paisley Park. And this is, again, just for VIP folks. GA, don't worry about it. You ain't got nothing to do on the 3rd other than relax and get ready for the kickoff party later on that night. But so 9 to 11, you guys will be doing, this is a VIP folks. VIP Gold. 9 to 11, you guys will be doing tours and screenings and whatnot. And then 11 to 12, you guys are going to have a VIP meal that's going to be happening. It's going to be a pretty over the top food, I guess. And then 12:30 to 2:30, you guys are going to be doing tours and screening. And notice that you guys will then be leaving. You'll be going back to starting at 2:10. There'll be a rotation of those shuttle buses going back and forth and 2:30, depending on where you're going, to those locations to take you back to your cars. And then VIP Platinum comes in, and they start pretty much the same thing they do, but theirs starts at 3 to 5. So 3 to 5 tours and screening. Prince, oh, I forgot to mention this. Prince in concert 3121 live from Rio, Las Vegas, 2007. VIP Gold is going to be doing that from 9 to 11, and VIP Platinum is going to be doing that from 3 to 5 later on that day. And then VIP Platinum has their VIP meal and their tours and screenings, and then another concert, Prince in concert 3121 live from Rio, Las Vegas. So it's essentially the same thing, but VIP Gold does their stuff in the earlier part of the day, and VIP Platinum does it in the later part of the day. Now, then for everybody, and that's VIP Gold, VIP Platinum, and general admission, there are a couple of things going on. The first of which is some community activations that are available. Now, obviously, if you're like, for instance, if you're VIP Platinum, and your stuff doesn't start until later on in the afternoon, you can actually do some of these community activations from 10:30 to 3:30 because they have a George Floyd, Renee Good, and Alex Preddy memorial visits, and Eat Street Recovery and Revitalization. That's going to be happening on Nicollet Avenue. I believe that's a free event. And then they have 11 and 2. They have a George Perry Floyd Square meetup where you'll meet in that George Floyd area there. I actually have a video that I was there very shortly after they had kind of built out that whole section and did a whole video walkthrough. I'm going to have to locate that and put it up because that's all gone now.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they also have a Princess Purple Path thing that's going to be going on. This is a new thing that they have started doing, and it is called Experience. Let me, I guess I'm going to minimize this just for a second. It is Experience Princess Minneapolis, and there's a lot of these flyers that are floating around in Minneapolis. But if you go to, and I'll try to make this big, but if you go to minneapolis.org/princess-minneapolis, no apostrophe in princess because it's a website. Again, minneapolis.org/princess-minneapolis. It will take you and it will show you all the little cool things like where the Purple Rain House is, where he went to high school, all studios and things. It will show you all the really, really cool places, kind of what we did on celebrationtrip.com that I had set up years ago and just kind of let go to waste. But Bonnie Freshour was kind of managing things and keeping things moving. It was very, very similar to that, but much better, much more professionally done, and they put a lot of time and love into it. So make sure you head to that site because it gives you lots of things to do. If you happen to be here, not up for the celebration, and you happen to be out and about and you want to see all these locations, absolutely do that because there are so many really cool things. What's your favorite Prince landmark in Minneapolis that you think is probably one of the cooler ones that your town has?
I mean, you can't really whoop First Avenue, man. I mean, it's really...
Yeah, of course.
It's the place.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I mean, Prince used to play shows there all the time, unannounced, playing unreleased music, like really, that's where he tried a lot of stuff, in the formative years.
Yeah. Could be. So, which is kind of a great segue. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Unplanned and everything, because that night on June 3rd, it's the kickoff party at First Avenue. So it's a First Avenue, Minneapolis. I'm going to pull this up because I had it pulled up here just for a second, but for whatever reason, I closed it. So I want to make sure that I want to pull this up because it's very, very cool. Where did it go? So anyways, it's going to be a kickoff party. And in the previous years, all right, here's what it says about the First Avenue. Actually, I'll just put it up on the screen here. I'll take this down just for a second because this is actually a much cooler thing to look at than the other. But where is it at? Is that it? Yeah, here it is. So it says First Avenue Prince Celebration 10th Anniversary Kickoff Party with special guest Shaka Khan. And I will read it for you folks that aren't on video right now. It says, get ready to launch the celebration in style at the official downtown Minneapolis kickoff party, an electrifying Wednesday night DJ dance experience at First Avenue. Set inside one of the city's most iconic music venues, this high-energy event invites fans and music lovers alike to gather on the dance floor and immerse themselves in a night of sound, movement, and community inspired by the spirit of Prince. The evening will feature a dynamic DJ set from DJ Lenka Paris, who is amazing, known for her genre-spanning mixes that blend funk, soul, house, and classic Prince influences. Expect a seamless soundtrack that keeps the energy high and the dance floor full, celebrating music that continues to bring people together across generations. Adding to that excitement, the night will include a special guest appearance from the legendary Queen of Funk, Shaka Khan. Yeah, man. Her presence at Prince Celebration 2026 promises a memorable event that honors the deep musical connections and shared legacy between iconic artists. Whether you're a devoted fan or simply looking for a vibrant night out in the heart of the city, this kickoff dance party at First Avenue is the perfect way to begin the festivities. Come ready to move, connect, and celebrate the music that continues to define a cultural movement. Wow, that's a lot of words. June 3rd, 8:30 to 1 at First Avenue. So that is, you cannot go to this unless you have tickets to the celebration in some form or fashion. However, you can actually purchase single tickets. Actually, I probably should reshare that. You can actually purchase single tickets. So again, if you're here in town, you can't afford the celebration and you kind of want to piecemeal what you want to see together, you absolutely can do that. You can go to again, it's Prince Celebration 2026. Click on purchase single tickets and you can purchase a ticket for $102.25. And that is the First Avenue Celebration kickoff featuring Chaka Khan. It is going to be an amazing dance party with tons and tons of Prince people there. DJ Lenka Paris is going to be there, who's probably one of the best Prince DJs out there. I mean, her and Dudley D. I mean, there's so many amazing Prince DJs that are out there. But then also you're going to get a live concert from Shaka Khan. So $102 if you want to go to this.
So she's going to be singing. Is that?
Yes.
Okay, because somebody asked, who was it? Oh, I think it was Pamela Weiss, 3857.
And it is a fair question because she has been to
singing. Yeah.
Yes, because she has been to she was at the celebration a couple years ago, and she just spoke. She didn't sing. She didn't perform at all.
Okay.
She is going to be actually performing this year. So she will be singing. Yeah, so she will be there. So expect that for sure. And again, if you already have tickets to the celebration, you do not need to purchase those tickets. The kickoff party, those tickets to that event are included with your celebration tickets. So just know that's what's happening. Okay. So that is the 3rd. So now let's talk about the 4th. Once again, this time around, it's actually the first day of the event, which is actually the 2nd day because it starts on the 3rd. The 3rd is primarily VIP minus the evening with the kickoff party. But then you get to the 4th where everybody has something to do all day. Starting with VIP Gold, which their days will start. You guys are in the same location, which is Paisley Park. So everybody is in Paisley Park. Well, everybody can be in Paisley Park from 9:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. It's basically an open house. So you can do whatever you want to do. They got all day access. The MPG Music Club is there. They've got a bunch of stuff that's going to be going on in the outdoor lawn activations and courtyard. So everybody is going to be able to enjoy that from 9:30 to 9. And that's in everybody. However, there is a panel that is going to be going on in Minneapolis. So if you want to actually get into the meat of what the celebration is about, that takes place in Minneapolis. And everybody is going to be at the Royalston Square in Minneapolis. And everybody's schedule is exactly the same for this part of the day. You guys, if you haven't picked up your credentials, by the way, I forgot to mention that. If you go to the First Avenue show on the 3rd and you still have yet to pick up your credentials, like for instance, if you're general admission and you didn't have any need to pick up your credentials early because the kickoff on the 3rd was the first thing you were going to do, just wait to get your credentials there. They're going to be at First Avenue with credentials. But if you don't make it there, that's okay. You can still pick up credentials from 8:30 to 5 at the Royalston Square in Minneapolis. Again, all these details are at princecelebration2026.com. I just kind of piecemealed all the stuff together so you could kind of look at it, within groups. And hopefully this is helpful to people. I assume it's helpful. So at Royalston Square in Minneapolis, they're going to be doing doors open at 9:30 in the morning, and there will be a panel for the women of Prince's musical legacy that's going to be going on from 10 to 11:30. And then there's going to be a break from 11:30 to 1. And then from 1 to 2:30 is a conversation with Bootsy Collins, which is going to be pretty awesome. And then from 3 to 5 o'clock is going to be a film screening of Under the Cherry Moon. So that's going to be, I mean, that's pretty awesome as it is right there.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can't purchase, I don't believe, I could be wrong. I don't think that you can purchase this segment here to get into the Bootsy Collins. I think like the things that they offered the single day tickets for. Oh no, I take that back. I take that back. There are, I'm looking at it right now. I'll remove this, and I want to make sure I give out right information. You can't. If I'm going to do this, we're going to do it. Let's do it. But yeah, here the panel discussion. If you want to do be a part of that, and also the Under the Cherry Moon screening, you can actually purchase single tickets, and those tickets are $202.75. You're like, whoa, hold on a second. $202.75. What's all included in that? Obviously, got a lot of cool stuff that's going on with that. I will tell you what it is.
All right.
Basically, and I will pull up that screen once more so that you guys can read along with me for those that like to follow the bouncing ball, even though there's no bouncing ball. Women of Prince's musical legacy, the special panel brings together the extraordinary women who contributed to and helped elevate Prince's musical legacy. Through intimate reflections and behind-the-scenes stories, they will share powerful memories from their time working alongside Prince. From collaboration in the studio to unforgettable moments on stage and on the road, these artists provide personal glimpses into the experiences that shaped their journey. Their conversations will highlight the essential role they played in supporting Prince's visionary sound and legacy. Attendees can expect candid insights, heartfelt storytelling, and a celebration of enduring impact of. And I'm trying to see if they had a list of who the women were that were going to be in that mix. I'm pretty sure there's a list somewhere. If somebody can put up a list of the women that are going to be part of that, I thought I read it here, and I thought I put it on a screen capture, but I did not. And obviously everybody knows who Bootsy Collins is. I'll read parts of it. Bootsy Collins is known for his explosive style, cosmic persona, and groundbreaking grooves that helped define the sound and spirit of funk for generations, rising as a key architect of the Parliament Funkadelic universe. And of course, let's not forget to mention James Brown. He reshaped popular music with deep, rubbery bass lines, futuristic performance energy, and a fearless approach to creativity that turned every stage into a spectacle. Yeah. And of course, Prince was a huge fan of Bootsy, for sure. And they were fans of each other. And then, of course, the film screening goes without saying. It's Under the Cherry Moon. You guys have already seen it dozens of times.
Yeah. But have you seen it here?
Yes.
In this place.
Right. To be able to sit down and actually spend some time watching the movie, it's going to be pretty awesome. Yeah. It's going to be good. So there's that. Now, again, for those folks that are not going to be part of the celebration and you're just in town and you're just looking for things to do and whatnot, there is actually stuff that you can do, because for everyone, there's community activations that are happening again on this day. Again, we're talking about June 4th. George Floyd, Renee Good, and Alex Preddy Memorial visits and Eat Street Recovery and Revitalization that's happening on Nicollet Avenue. There's also a Renee Good meetup from 12 and 2. And then, of course, all day ongoing is that Prince's Purple Path thing that it says click for map, but you can't obviously click on this. It's minneapolis.org/princes-minneapolis. And of course, then Paisley Park is open house all day. And there's also a food drive at Paisley Park. And at nighttime, by the way, there is Prince night at the Twins game, which is it's pretty friggin' awesome, I have to say. That's actually a lot of fun to go to one of these games. And let me pull up. I want to make sure that I make sure I share this, because it's important to know exactly why it's such a big deal. Let me take this down and put up the screen here, because this is for the Prince night that's happening on the 4th. Let me see if I can make this bigger. No, wrong way. All right. You actually get a jacket with this going to this Twins game. Now, everybody will be going to this Twins game. That's VIP folks, that's GA folks, that is all that. Now, VIP, I believe, has discounts on those tickets. There's a special link that got sent, or it is getting sent, or that you have access to for VIP folks. I think they get reduced pricing on some of the tickets, but they still have to have a ticket. If you're GA, you have to have a ticket to this game. The game is not part of the celebration scenario. And as I said months ago, when they announced this Prince night that was going to be smack in the middle of the celebration, I said, there's no way that they do this event, this Prince night, during the celebration and not be connected in some form or fashion. This is just not going to happen. And sure enough, they made it part of the agenda, which is very, very cool. And again, you get these really, really cool Prince jackets. And when you order your ticket, you can, I think it's like $42 or something like that for the seat and the jacket. So you get everything. And I kept asking, where is everybody sitting at? Where's everybody at? Of course, my dumbass should have known most everybody is sitting in 319. so there you go. For those Prince fans that aren't familiar with his discography that much, he has a song called 319. So it was an obvious choice for Prince fans to go to section 319. And as a result, 319 was all sold out. So I think I'm in 317. I had to go over. So, and then everything it was so funny because when you click on the tickets, this is actually funny. Let me see. Yeah, let me share this tab. This is actually the website for, let's just say, one seat. All right. So look at all these not empty seats. These are like the grayed areas are the places where there are still tickets available, for that section. Look at 319 up here. It's like 319. I know a lot of people, especially in the Twins box office, is got to be going, what is going on with 319?
All right.
What's happening with these nosebleed sections just totally being blown out? But I think I'm in 318 now that I think about it. But yeah, so you can get tickets on either side of that. That's perfectly okay because there are still tickets available in 318 and
318 to 320.
Yeah, so there's still seats available. So the Prince fans sold out this section, so it's bleeding over to the sections next to it. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So if you want to be up there, it's a lot of fun. And I think if you it kind of gives you an idea. And these seats really aren't that bad. So like if you click on it and I click on a seat, it shows you what kind of it looks like from the angle. So that's not bad. Those aren't bad seats. All right. It's cool. So yes, it doesn't matter what level of ticket that you have. If you are going, you need to have a ticket to the Twins game, and there it is. So definitely get that. That's a lot of fun. What else was yeah. So I know that I've already bypassed the second and the third, and I'm kind of onto the fourth here. I don't want to talk about the off the track stuff that's happening just yet. These community activations things that are listed here are things that are on as part of the Prince Celebration 2026.com website. So that's the reason why they're here. And these other things that are external, like the kickoff party and like the this Twins game and stuff, are also part of the actual Prince Celebration stuff. I don't want to mishmash all the off the track stuff just yet, just because I want to be fair to the estate in this case, because I want to make sure that we stay on track with what's happening with the celebration. That what do they have planned for you? And then afterwards, I'll hit on some highlights for the off the track stuff, which, by the way, I have a link set up for a lot of off the track stuff that Bonnie Fresh Shore set up. And I'll give you that link in a little bit, because I don't want to give you that right now, because then you'll go away. Stay put, hang tight. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on to now is the 5th, right? So June 5th is now Friday. Here's Friday.
Yeah.
On Friday, again, it is pretty much everybody is in the Hyatt Regency in Minneapolis is exactly what's happening here. So that's VIP Gold, VIP Platinum, and GA. All you guys are going to be at the Hyatt Regency in Minneapolis, or you can go to Paisley Park whenever you want. If there's something that you're not feeling, you can leave and go to Paisley Park, because Paisley Park is open, doing an open house all day. Along with lawn activations where they kind of do like games and music and stuff out in the yard. So if that's your vibe, hey man, there's lots of stuff going on there too. But I think you're going to want to be there for this part, because it's at the Hyatt Regency starting from 10 to 11:30. They're going to be doing a panel talking about the next 10 years. I want to make sure you hear that. They're going to be talking about the vault and future plans the next 10 years. So, all right, look, I'm sorry if I put too much emphasis on that, but that's what it says. So I want to make sure that it sounds like they're going to be talking about what they plan for the next 10 years, does it not? So that's going to be very, very cool to be a part of. And then, of course, there's a break from 11:30 to 1. For those that don't know about some of these breaks and things, it's not listed on the schedule here, but typically from those breaks, when you do like lunch things and whatnot, VIP normally has some type of meal or some type of something that they can get or that is allocated to them. It doesn't say that, but I assume it's going to be the same as it was in previous years. And then, of course, most people just for that hour and a half have to fend for themselves somewhere. But you're in Minneapolis, so there's plenty of places that you can go.
Listen, they're blowing you up over here on the side because they're determined to make sure you mention DJ Rashida's night, June 4th at the Royalston.
Okay. As I said, for the off the track stuff, I will be talking about that after this. I want to make sure that I don't think that the fourth part was on that. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that was like one of these scenarios where
Thursday night from 8 to 1 is what they say, 8 p.m. to 1. It's part of celebration.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I don't know if they're right or wrong. They're just talking.
Yeah, they're right. Stuff. They're right. I missed over it. I missed that part. So you're right. Let's backtrack before we get too buried into the fifth, like we already have.
Yeah.
My apologies. Let me go back and pull up that screen. They are right. Club 3121 celebration party and jam session is happening. That's correct. Yeah, it's a big one. All right. At Royalston Square from 8 to 1 is the Club 3121 celebration party and jam session featuring Liv Warfield, Ashley Tamar, and DJ Rashida. Yes, that's okay. I didn't mean to skip over that. It's out of order. My bad. The Royalston Event Center, unforgettable high energy space that perfectly sets the tone for the Club 3121 celebration and jam session with DJ Rashida, Liv Warfield, Ashley Tamar, and special guest performers, which is going to be awesome. That's happening on Thursday, the 4th too. It's got soaring ceilings, immersive atmosphere, and industrial chic design, and lots of things that are going on there. Now, you need to purchase single tickets for that. I don't believe, is that part of, I don't remember that showing on the VIP section either. Now that I think about it, let me go back up here because I don't think they make mention of that as being part of the VIP package unless I missed it. Yep, I did miss it. So the Royalston Square part is for for VIP ticket holders. And as I mentioned before, VIP ticket holders will receive an email with a link to purchase tickets for the Twins game. So check your email if you are a VIP. But yes, the Royalston Square thing, and I believe that obviously it's listed in the VIP section that does not require a ticket for VIP folks, but for GA folks, you can absolutely go. And I don't know if it's part of it or not. Maybe it is. It doesn't seem like it's. See, this is one of the reasons why it's so difficult to kind of follow along where everything's at, and trying to put things in in some type of order where it's alongside of each other.
They're saying Rashida is also included in general admission tickets.
Nice. So that's perfect. That's great. Now, again, a lot of people are going to be going to the Twins game in order to get your jacket, but the Twins game I think starts at, if you're just going there just for a jacket, because the Twins game starts at 6:40. So you go there, you get your jacket, you hang out for maybe half the night or whatever, or half the game, or maybe get up during the 7th inning stretch, and then head to Royalston Square because you're already in Minneapolis. So head to Royalston Square and then do the DJ Rashida show. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
That's a packed night. That is absolutely 100% a packed night. Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad on it. Yeah, see, this is one of those things, man. It's just
It's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot. All right. So again, going back to the 5th. Once again, everybody is doing the same exact thing. At the Hyatt Regency in Minneapolis, they're going to be talking about the next 10 years with the Vault and Future Plans, the 11:30 to 1 break. And then from 1 to 2:30, it's going to be Reflections and Memories of Prince with Morris Day.
Oh, wow.
And then from 3 to 4:30, it's Reflections and Memories of Prince with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is that's pretty cool in itself as well. I'm trying to close all these extra tabs here, make sure I don't miss things. I don't want to miss it again. y'all gonna jump on me and I'm gonna come out with a bloody lip. Now you can actually purchase, by the way, single tickets. I'll pull back up that screen for the DJ Rashida thing. You can, if you're not on any track, you can actually purchase a single ticket to that event on 3121 to the Liv Warfield, Ashley Tamar, DJ Rashida, Club 3121, and those tickets are running $51.75. So you can do that. Now, if you want to write down some of the costs of this, you absolutely can do that because there's plenty to share. So as far as the discussions are concerned, I don't know why I closed that screen because I'm going to pull it right back up again. The next 10 years, the Vault and Future Plans, and the conversation with Morris Day and the conversation with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, you can actually click tickets to get there, and the tickets for that are $202.75. They are absolutely paying attention to the value of these particular events in relation to what the celebration tickets cost. Because in previous years, you could go to any of all those single events. Was like, I don't remember what it was last year. It was something ridiculous. Like you could go to everything that was on the list for like under $200 or something like that, versus going to, by piecemealing it together. They figured it out this year. Like, oh yeah, we're not doing that this year, for sure. So so it's $202.75 to get into that 10 years Vault Plans and Morris Day thing. We're not June 6th yet. So there's that. Now, let's see. What did we have here? All right, let me pull this back up. Yeah, so that's all those conversations. And then that night, June 5th, there's a concert at the Armory. Now, again, we still have the community activations, I think, are still going on earlier that day. I think there's still stuff going on, but we don't need to talk about that anymore. Tonight, June 5th, at the Armory, it is from 8 p.m. till 12 p.m. It's a Prince Celebration of Life, the 10-year anniversary concert, featuring members of the MPG and the Revolution, going to be uniting, featuring Morris Day, Miguel, Tevin Campbell, Bilal, and Kat Graham. And there's also going to be members of MPG and the Revolution with Bobby Z, Lisa Coleman, Morris Hayes, Tony M, Levi Caesar Jr., Sonny T, Queen Cora Coleman, Liv Warfield, Mike Phillips, Cassandra O'Neill, Ashley Tamar, Mackenzie Green, Greg Boyer, and Kenny Holman. And that is going to be going on at the Armory. And if you are VIP, you have a section that is set aside just for you. Here is actually the map of what the Armory looks like in Minneapolis. That grayed out area in front of the stage in the center section, those are VIP folks. That's where VIP is going to be sitting. If you want to get tickets to any of those other areas, you absolutely positively can. I think they have, trying to go back up to get to that screen to see how much those tickets will cost you. I'm sure probably some of you folks already know. It's not on here for whatever reason. I got to go back up. Yes, there it is. The Armory tickets are going to be running. I will put this down and share this. It is, man.
No, I should not be, Pamela.
Okay. So GA floor here is $94.10 on the floor here. It's $94.10. This is on Ticketmaster. There was some random seats that are up here where you can actually sit down all the way up in this segment. Those are $140 to sit back, $104 on the sides and stuff. So yeah, there's quite a bit that are still happening there in regards to the seating and whatnot. But for those that have not been inside the Armory is very big. Matter of fact, here is a picture of from the stage. I don't know what event this was. But here is a picture from the stage with the Minnesota Vikings here, and the huge audience. So that center section where you see all those people, that's going to be VIP folks that are going to be in there, and then UGA folks are going to have to be in way on the sides, like in the back and over, and then on the top and the balconies and whatnot. That is the Armory, and it is a very large venue. It says I don't know how many people does it, you probably know how many people does the Armory sit?
I can't remember what the capacity is. I only played at the Armory maybe once, and it was just Soul Asylum open for a national act there. I'm not sure what the capacity is at the Armory.
So this is all happening on the 5th. So all those sessions are going to be going on, and this concert is going to be going on, and this is the Armory. And matter of fact, if you guys attended one of the first, I think it was the third celebration, the third posthumous celebration, they did Prince live on the big screen with New Power Generation playing along with the LA Forum show here at this venue. So you were probably there for that. Anyways, it's a very, very cool venue and definitely worth a stop. I mean, and again, tickets run about a couple $100 if you want to go into that. So already, if you're looking at wanting to attend, I didn't do the math, but I'm kind of roughly doing it in my head. I think we've already went by 3 events that cost $200 a piece, a little over $200 a piece, not to mention the kickoff party, that if you don't have the tickets to the kickoff party, you're getting up to what it would cost just to get general admission.
Well,
yeah. So, I mean, that's what needs to happen. I mean, just start be smart with your money. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can piecemeal it together if you don't want to do this or you don't want to do that. But
I can clear something up right quick for these people asking, were you approached to be involved in the Armory show, Michael Bland? I was asked about some dates at a time when I could not commit. And the estate was asking for an answer right away, and I could not provide one because mostly what happens for me in June is usually determined by January. Like, I set up my summer very early in the year, and my first right of refusal is the Soul Asylum. So I have to be very careful what I involve myself in, and I need permission. And a lot of people don't understand that, but that's how Michael Bland is rolling these days. I have allegiances. I have a job. So I can't just leave what I'm supposed to do for the sake of, various whatever may, people like to take their time getting at me, but then they get upset when, when nothing happens,
Right.
And that's what that is.
Did you hear him say this is a business? I don't know if you can.
Oh, really? Did you hit the?
Yeah. Did you hear? Can you hear it now?
No, I didn't hear that, man. That's all right. That's not necessary.
Oh, hold on a second. Tell me if you hear this. Did you hear that? All right. Let me fire it again.
It's all right.
I don't know why it's not playing. All right. That's a shame. Because that's the good stuff. All right. That's a waste of time. All right.
Yeah, hey, listen, I mean, to be fair, the estate asks just about every year. But by the time they're making plans, my parameters have been set. It just doesn't really work out.
Yeah.
Or has not heretofore. So
There's going to be a lot of good stuff going on.
I'm telling you, they don't need me. Cora's on the bill. I saw that chick, man.
Yeah,
Cora's bad.
Yeah, you can't mess with her.
I'm not trying to. Go ahead, do your thing, young woman.
All right, so there is a lot of cool things that are going to be going on the. Let's talk about Saturday now. So once you get done, obviously go into that amazing concert at the Armory there. You're going to be going, and that's just the thing. Blah, 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 blah. Now, the 6th, everybody's going to be doing the same exact thing. Well, up to a certain point. First off, early in the day, from 9:30 to 9, once again, Paisley Park is going to have an open house. So if there's any availability for tours during those days, I don't know if you can or not. I don't know. From 9:30 to 9, Paisley Park is having an open house, all day access, MPG Music Club FAM forum, and the courtyard and outdoor lawn activations. That's happening. From 12 to 1:30, there's Maya McLean is doing a sound healing and spiritual rejuvenation at Paisley Park. If you attended the event on 421 at Paisley Park, you got a little taste of that. You got like a 15-minute version of the sound meditation and everything, just kind of getting you prepared for the day and calming your nerves. And again, speaking once more for May being Mental Health Awareness Month, if you need to kind of ground yourself and kind of get back into the mode, you absolutely need to be here for this. It's only cost $7 to go to this event, and it's from 12 to 1:30. You won't miss any of you won't miss the block party, because the block party starts at 2:00 and goes until 10. So you'll be all right. You'll be fine. So do from 12 to 1:30. You get a little opportunity to hang out with Maya and get a little bit of sound rejuvenation. So it's actually very, very cool stuff that's going on there. And then from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m., as I just mentioned, the Prince Celebration Block Party is going to be happening at the Prince Mural in downtown Minneapolis, which is right behind First Avenue. First Avenue is right there on the corner of First Avenue. And then behind it, you have a parking lot. And then catty corner from that parking lot is the big Prince Mural. And there's a big event that happens down there, pretty much every celebration that they've done. Live music and DJs and all kinds of just people just hanging out and dancing and having a great time, and just everybody is all together. And there's actually a sing-along at the mural from 4:30 to 6:30. There's a Prince sing-along that's happening down there as well. And then there's a couple things that are happening, which I think I have figured out, but I'm not exactly sure if I have it figured out or not. I'm working through it. Y'all, I'm sure you guys in the chat room will let me know if I'm wrong. But there is, so while this block party does actually supposedly go until 10, and it does, from 6 to 1 at the Union Rooftop Restaurant in Minneapolis, VIP and GA folks that are from the celebration can go up to this rooftop late night party, and it's typically a blast. Last year they did it, and it was great. I mean, it's just, especially if the weather's good. If the weather's good, it's amazing. You're up there, and it's just that time of year in Minneapolis, and got the music thumping, and it's open air, and everybody's just in a good space, and it's just really, really good energy. A lot of fun up there at the Union Rooftop down in Minneapolis. However, there are other things that are also going on later on that night. There is from 7 until 1, there is a First Avenue post block party. And it is ticket. So you have the one that's outside at the mural, and then inside at First Avenue, starting at 7 o'clock from 7 to 1, there is a Prince block party celebration with DJ Jake Rudd. That's going to be happening in First Avenue. And so you actually on that night have the opportunity to go to one or the other. You can go to this block party if you want. You'll need to get a ticket for that you can click on the link on Prince Celebration 2026. You can go down to the June 6th and you can click and purchase a ticket for that. And you can go. If you want to go to First Avenue and you want to dance at First Avenue, maybe a rooftop's not your thing. That's included in your ticket if you're VIP or or GA celebration. That's included. You can go up there. You have access. You got that. But if you want to do something different, you want to dance and party at First Avenue with DJ Jay Grutt, you can do that too. But you got to click on that link to get tickets for that. So you have you have an option to go to either one. And as it says, please note that the VIP and it is on the bullet. Please note that the VIP and GA Prince Celebration guests are encouraged to attend the block party and have exclusive access to the Union rooftop. So you guys have access to that. But if you want to go to this, you absolutely can. It will just cost you extra. And I guess it must be some sort of association for it with the estate, because it's on the site and you can click a link to go to this post block party. So I don't know. Meanwhile, what hours for what, Pam? It's 7 to 1 for the post block party.
She's asking Mark Bond, who is desperately trying to correct some things over there. But
okay. Yes, we will be talking about, guys. We will be talking about off the track stuff after we're done here. So stay cool. We know that there's other events that are happening outside of what's listed on the PrinceCelebration2026.com website. We'll get there in a second, but we're talking about specifically things that are state related with the Prince Celebration that are part of this package, which is where that's the topic du jour. But and of course, as I mentioned before, those community activations are going on from 1 to 2. George Floyd, Renee Good, and Alex Preddy Memorial visits in Eat Street Recovery and Revitalization at Nicollet Avenue, and then the Memorial Walk at 1 o'clock at the intersection of Chicago Avenue and East 38th Street, where you get to go to see George Perry, Floyd Square, Renee Good, and Alex Preddy Memorials. And then, of course, once again, you have you don't want to do a block party and you want to go and use this day to go around and do whatever, go to minneapolis.org/Princes Minneapolis. Minneapolis.org, Princes-Minneapolis, to go to the website for all that stuff.
And by the way, if you're going to George Floyd Square, stop at Big Larry's place. Stop at Big Larry's. What is it called? It's called the Soul Food Steakhouse, something along those lines. I can't remember the name. Anyway, Big Larry plays drums with Sounds of Blackness, man. But he cooks his behind off. He's from Peoria, Illinois. He just opened his place right in George Floyd Square. So if you get close enough to Big Larry's, get something to eat, man, because he's on point.
Well, what all do they have? What all is it now?
Oh, it's all the regulars. It's macaroni, cheese, yams, collard greens, cornbread. You know.
Oh, all right. Do a little Southern fried cooking now. All right.
He does all the smothered chops, man.
All right, then.
Big Larry is not playing around, so go see him.
I might have to go do that.
You might have to.
I might have to go do that. Yeah. Yeah, I can only eat so much, but
just take little bites.
That's what normally I do. Is I like to eat a few bites and sit for a second.
Yep, and then go around the world on them.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then, so that is that day. So whether you're going to close out your night at the Union rooftop for free, which is part of your VIP or GA ticket, or whether or not you're going to pay to go to First Avenue, do that dance party, which I just saw here. Somebody said the First Avenue is only $10 with the discount code on that link on the site. Again, PrinceCelebration2026.com.
Yeah.
You click on that link. It's only $10. So you could spend $10 and just bounce. Just go to that one for a little bit and then go to that one for a little bit and go to that one for a little bit and go to that one for a little bit.
Sure.
I mean, why not? How far is the Union rooftop from First Avenue?
I've never been there. I've only heard about it.
It's a really cool venue. It's it's really cool. I had a good time. That was the first time I had ever been there to the Union rooftop. So
anytime I get close enough to First Avenue, I'm headed inside to play a show.
Mark Bondi says 1 block. So that's cool. So you can just let's go one. Yeah, whatever's bouncing, whatever's jumping. You know, maybe the First Avenue. I mean, every party, every dance party has its vibe at a certain time of the night. You know, sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that.
Yeah. Travel, put a little action on it on every situation there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You make sure that you have also make sure you have some $1 bills
Yep.
in case you meet any folks that are less fortunate in between the two locations.
Sure.
Listen.
Cover your
That's
back.
that's the kind of thing that's my karma thing. I always make sure that I have a I always make sure, hey babe, I always make sure that I have a at least some singles on me, so that if I pass somebody that's in need, man, I mean, come on, grab yourself a a burger or something. I guess I can't. You got to make sure that if you're blessed, that you make sure that you distribute appropriately. I just feel like it's good karma. I'm telling you, every time that you do it, something good comes as a result, man. I'm telling you, it just happens every time. It happens every time. It's not, and that's not what you do it for, by the way. I'm just saying that it will come back to you. It will come back to you. I'm just telling you, it happens. All right, so let's talk about the next day, which is the 6th. Now, again, for GA folks, you don't have a whole bunch going on, but you do later on, and not in the first part of the day. So you can kind of chill the first part of the day, GA. But let me pull up the GA schedule here for you guys. All right. This is Sunday. So for both VIP Gold and VIP Platinum, you guys are going to be getting into that shuttle at that parking deck on 9th Street in Minneapolis, or you're going to be getting at the 545 Pioneer Trail in Chaska, which is the Chaska High School. So that starts at a continuous loop starting at, looks like 8:10 and 9:40. And then the Chaska one is at 8:30 with the continuous loop. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The Minneapolis one only loads in at 8:10 and 9:40. So those are only 2 times that you can get on that shuttle. If you're VIP in Minneapolis, only 2 times. But if you are driving, maybe you're staying in Bloomington or Eden Prairie, like I suggested, you can drive over to Chaska and then loading in at 8:30 in Chaska, and there's a continuous loop going back and forth to that location. But all you guys, both VIP groups are going to, from 9 to 12, you're getting a Sunday Prince celebration brunch and gospel concert in the courtyard and outdoors. 11:30 to 12, the doors open to the main sound stage. And then there's going to be from 12 to 1, an exclusive unreleased music listening session. That's an hour listening session. Whew. Wow. Yeah, lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's serious. And then from 1 to 3, Prince in concert footage. And then from 2:30 to 7, Paisley Park open house, all day access. Again, MPG Music Club, courtyard and outdoor lawn activations. And then that shuttle is going back. You can, if you want to go back to Minneapolis and that's where you came from, 3:15 is when you're going to be heading out to go back there. Final shuttle that goes back out to Minneapolis loads at 7. And then you're going to have to Uber back to Minneapolis if you missed that one. But if you happen to park your car out at that Chaska High School, you can start from 3:15 to 7. It's a continuous loop. There's going to be buses leaving pretty much on a regular basis, taking you back and forth to that Chaska High School. Now, for general admission, same thing. You guys, apparently you guys can take the shuttle at 1:35 in Minneapolis to go to Paisley Park. Or if you want to drive out to 2020 Coulter Boulevard, Chanhassen, which is that Lutheran church in Chanhassen, they load in at 2:05, and that will take you over to Paisley Park, which you will have that Paisley Park open house all day access, the MPG Music Club, and you are going to get to do a walkthrough tour from 2:30 to 7. It's basically a tour of Paisley Park that you do on your own. There's no guide. You just walk through and read everything and absorb everything and just hang out. Take pictures where you can take pictures, all that stuff. And then from 4 to 6, they have that Prince in concert footage that you're going to be able to take advantage of. I assume it's going to be different from what the VIP folks are going to see from 1 to 3. So from 4 to 6, there is a 2-hour Prince concert that's going to be happening, which is pretty awesome. And then once again, you have the shuttles that are available. I'm not going to mention the times again. It's all at princecelebration2026.com. You're not paying attention to that minutia this far out. Just know that's happening. So that's cool. That's happening on Sunday. Now, there is one more thing that's going on Sunday. Not off the track stuff. Relax. And that is a Lake Minnetonka boat cruise. There are there are add-on tickets for the Lake Minnetonka. Anybody want to tell me what the Lake Minnetonka boat cruise is, what the cost is? Because from 4 to 5:30, there's one from 6 to 7:30, and they're listed as VIP Lake Minnetonka boat cruises. So I assume, my guesstimate is that because even on the VIP page on the site, it says that it is an add-on for everybody, for VIP and for GA. It don't matter how you come, you're gonna have to get it. Or maybe they're just calling it VIP and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the VIP celebration stuff, and they're just calling it VIP. I don't know.
Sure.
Because it is available for folks to do as GA, as a separate scenario. But I see. It's the timing of it. So from 10 to 11:30, and I didn't see this before, you can only do these Lake Minnetonka boat cruises on VIP from 4 to 5:30 and from 6 to 7:30. If you're GA, let me take this down and share this screen. But if you are general admission, it's different. You have to go there at different times. 10 to 11:30, you get to do the Lake Minnetonka boat cruise. It is not VIP. And then 12 to 1:30, you can do the Lake Minnetonka boat cruise. Again, not VIP. You can only do the other ones. I wonder what the difference is. But you can only do the other ones from in those other two windows that I showed on the screen. So just know that's what's happening. So the VIP ones happen in the afternoon. Maybe it's more nuanced. When does your sun set up there? I don't know.
It's Minnesota, man.
I don't know. Well, the sun doesn't set in Minnesota.
When it feels like it.
No, Michael.
Just like the winter. Just like the winter time. It can come whenever it feels like it, man.
I think there's a specific time. I'm pretty sure there's a specific time.
Probably. I don't know it. But I'm a night creature. I don't really operate by daylight. I don't know what that's about.
That's hilarious. So anyways, and then the boat cruise is the end of what would be the celebration. That's it. All right. So all that being said, lots of cool stuff going on from June 3rd to June 7th. If you want to recap anything that I just talked about, obviously PrinceCelebration2026.com will get all the information. And now I'm going to talk about the stuff that is happening off the track. All right, let's move into that. For off the track, what I mean by that, for those who are new to the show or what that means, the reason why we refer to that as off the track is because VIP Gold and general admission and VIP Platinum, they're all on different schedules. Sometimes the same, but typically they're on different schedule, different tracks. Some people come to Minneapolis and don't want to go to the celebration at all, or can't afford to go to the celebration, would love to go, but maybe can't afford it. They just want to come and just do whatever, just be able to hang, be with Purple people for the events that they could go get into with the single day ticket purchases. They can do that, and they can piecemeal together whatever it is that they want to do. But there's a bunch of other events that are happening in town also that can fill the void for some of these moments. And so we're going to talk about some of those. And we'll start with June 2nd. So I'm going to go through these kind of not relatively fast, but you know, I want to give a little bit of credence to each one of them. So we'll talk about the June 2nd first. So on June 2nd, there's quite a few things going on right now.
Sure.
I'm going to talk about the two on the ends, and then I'm going to talk about the book ends, and then you can talk about the books. So we'll talk about Martin Kember and the Unit with special guest Eddie M. and DJ Alfonso Starr, along with Myra Washington. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be at the Green Room, June 2nd, Purple Musicology, a tribute to Prince and the Minneapolis Sound. And it's also including a special tribute to their brother, our brother, everyone's brother, Jelly Bean Johnson. And you can get tickets there. Again, most of these graphics I pulled off of Celebration of Prince 2026. That's the name of the Facebook group. So you can go to Celebration of Prince 2026 and get some of theirs. Also, Bonnie actually has a spreadsheet that I set up at funkatopia.com/OTT for Off the Track. And it will take you directly to her spreadsheet so that you can look at everything. And matter of fact, we probably will do this after we get to this page, because I just kind of did some highlights, but hers actually has like everything that's freaking going on, But anyways, Martin Kemper in the unit with Eddie M and DJ Alfonso Starr. They're going to be doing the Purple Musicology event at June 2nd at the Green Room. This is before the celebration even starts. And then, of course, on the other end, you got the Minneapolis Funk Experience. That's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, Urban Lights Music and the White Squirrel. And these are free events that are happening at the Fireside Theater, which I think is part of, I don't know what the Fireside Theater is, but all this stuff is on Celebration of Prince 2026 or funkatopia.com/OTT for Off the Track. And then, of course, there's just one pretty awesome, cool event that's right there in the middle. Michael, why don't you tell them a little about Urban Classic and what that's about?
I mean, well, what you see is what you get. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, it's much more than that. Come on now.
No, it's what it says it is. It's a retrospective of the Minneapolis Sound. We're giving honor to the luminaries and the legends that have made the Minneapolis Sound world famous. And that includes you name it. It could be anybody. As long as they had something to do with the perpetuation and the distribution of the Minneapolis Sound all over the world, we salute you.
There you go. I mean, that's well. And let me just say this too, because I want to pull this down just for a minute. This is going to be a great event. This is Urban Classic, obviously, with the mighty Michael Bland, revelation of retrospective of the Minneapolis Sound. It's going to be an amazing event. If you guys were here back in April, it's going to be a taste of that. I'm sure the set list is going to be just as madness as your other one was. And
we're going to do what we can. Our parameters are sort of being set for us presently. So all I can guarantee is that we're going to blow the roof off. If whatever we play, we're not just going to touch it. We're going to give our all. Whatever you hear that night will be full stop.
Nice. Nice.
No prisoners taken. No prisoners taken.
And no prisoners naked either.
No prisoners naked and no prisoners taken. No prisoners naked.
All right. I actually want to pull up. A little respite, a little humor respite. Never hurt anybody. I want to pull up Bonnie's spreadsheet again, funkatopia.com/OTT, because her spreadsheet actually starts in May 31st. So I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see this. So this is, if you go to funkatopia.com/OTT, it will take you directly to this Google Docs, the Google Doc that has everything that's on here. May 30th, you got tours at Paisley Park, drop-in art days, create magical fairy gardens with upcycled materials at the Color Wheel Gallery. That's happening there. This is all on the 30th.
Sure.
And then Minneapolis Historical, what's MNHS? They're getting some type of respect to Julia Child. I have not clicked on that.
Historical Society, probably Julia Child.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. So there's going to be an event that's going to be covering her. Then on the 31st of May, got obviously more tours at Paisley Park, and there's a Prince's Northside walking tour that costs $30. You can go to it's basically a sound around, which is a really kind of cool app. I'll read this for you folks that are audio only, maybe listening on Spotify, iHeartRadio. It's basically Sound Around, which learn the deep histories, fun stories, and links between Prince and Minneapolis' North Sides where he grew up. Christian and Sarah are your hosts for this in-person tour. Plus, you also get Sound Around's innovative self-guided audio tour of over 50 Prince places you can explore in your own time. which is really another cool app that they have too. It's called Sound Around, but it costs $30 and they will actually take you to a variety of different locations. Then, of course, on that Sunday, you have Dr. Mambo's Combo. It's going to be at Bunkers, like they will be, like they are pretty much every Sunday. And Sonny T will be there. He has been, according to the Dr. Mambo's Combo website, he's been in, I guess he's kind of been in a little bit, out a little bit. I guess I'm not up there to see him every single time, but now he's there, and he'll be there on Sunday, on May 31st. It will also be there on June 7th as well, with Dr. Mambo's Combo at Bunkers on Prince's birthday, which I neglected to mention that June 7th is obviously Prince's birthday. So now June 1st, the International Center for Prince Studies presents Dance On, the Cultural, Sonic, and Symbolic Legacy of Prince, an academic and fan conference that's going to be happening at the University of Minnesota, and it's free. So you definitely want to make sure that you take advantage of that. That's at the Humphrey School of Public Affairs, which is a pretty cool event. That's happening. Again, we're on May 1st. I'm not going to be talking about all this extra stuff. And then I guess they actually do a panel later on. So it's pretty much an all-day event. 6/2, May 2nd, that's where you pick up your credentials for the celebration event. That's where you're picking up at the Lofton Hotel. But then they do that event at the International Center for Prince Studies, Dance On. They're doing that again on the next day as well. Then Minneapolis Funk will be appearing at Urban Light Music Store from 1 to 4. It's a meet and greet session with the Purple People, with the live DJ. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that's going on there. Then, of course, Urban Classic presents Revelation.
Prevents
Revelation. At the Chanhassen Dinner Theater at the Fireside Lounge there. For you have two shows, 5 and 7:30.
Yeah, that's me and Barbarella, some MPG alumnus. Come on and say hi. We'll sign whatever you bring, man.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And just so you guys know, if you've never met Michael Bland in person, he is very approachable. He will stay there until the last person is kicked out of the building. He's very, very, very cordial and very accommodating. So if you ever wanted to meet Michael, you need to head to one of these shows, because that's going to be the opportunity. Unfortunately, do I fly in that day? I think I do fly in that day, I think.
All right. So, well, what do you want to do? You want to catch the late show and then go see Martin Kember?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check and see what's what.
All right.
I mean, did I just unshare? I just unshared that screen.
That's okay. That. Keep me posted.
Yeah, I'll
you know what your plans are gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I'm flying in on the 2nd or if I'm flying in on the 3rd. I'm double check, just because if I am flying in on the 2nd, I will be there, because I'm always supporting Michael. I mean,
we support each other, man. Dorothy Inez won. It's a different venue.
Yep. 2nd.
They don't kick off the stage at this one.
I'll be there. I'll be there on the 2nd. I'll be there. So I'll be here for this.
Just cover the stage door. Dorothy Inez won.
There you go.
I'm right there.
And then, of course, so you can come to the early show at 5 o'clock and check them out, and then head over to Martin Kember in the unit over at the Green Room in Minneapolis. I mean, be there. Or, or if you're not going to be able to, it's a scheduling thing, come, make your choice. Both is going to be really good shows. And then, of course, Minneapolis Funk is going to be celebration after party at the White Squirrel Bar. In St. Paul. It's from 9 to 12. There's going to be a DJ playing there. No cover. It's free to go. All right. So now we're talking about the 3rd. I'm not going to be talking about the VIP stuff. We already talked about all that stuff. But I thought I did. I'm pretty sure that I had something that was for the 3rd. I'm double checking. No, I guess not. There was nothing listed on the 3rd. So I didn't, there wasn't any listed on the 3rd. All right. That's strange. So Wednesday on the 3rd, there's nothing going on other than what's going on with the celebration. But then, of course, you have the big event on the 3rd with the kickoff party at First Avenue. So that's probably, nobody was like, I'm not competing with that.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. On the 4th here, we have Michelle Casimir Streitz at the Solar Arts Building, an art exhibition of photography. It's going to be for a night of 9 Prince concerts photographed by Tommy Smith. And the third, and it's going to be some live music and amazing musicians and some Prince covers as well. But so basically a bunch of concert photography that's going to be on display at the Solar Arts Building from 5 to 9. And then you have Dr. Mambo's Combo, Purple Funk, Metropolis, and Lips Speak Louder at Mears Park in St. Paul. That is a free event that is going to be going on. Oops, I want to make it just big enough where I can see everything. It is Lower Town Sounds is a free independent community concert series presented by Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union, and it is, they're going to have live local music there, plus food trucks and beer and wine nearly every Thursday. And again, it's in Mears Park in St. Paul, Minnesota. And you get to see Dr. Mambo's Combo with Purple Funktropolis and Lips Speak Louder. Free concert. It says it starts at 6, but it says the times are subject to change. So, just whatever. And they also have food trucks. Man, Bonnie, you are so meticulous. The food trucks: Hometown Creamery, Hopper's Mini Donuts, K-Tall Street Eat, Sizzlin' Wagon, Asian Invasion, Nosey's Grill, Amazing Momos, Taste the Real Nollins, and Egg Roll Queen.
Egg Roll Queen, yes.
Egg Roll Queen, all right.
All right.
And then, of course, you got the Twins game that we already talked about, where you get the Prince varsity jacket that you can. I got my ticket for that, so I definitely will be going to that. Won't stay for the whole baseball game, it's crazy that I'm not a bigger baseball fan, being in Atlanta, as big as the Atlanta Braves are.
Right.
But I like seeing it live, and if I'm having a good time, I'll probably hang. But again, with the fact that 31-21 celebration with Liv Warfield and Ashley Tamar and all that's going to be going on.
That's a whole lot of action, right?
That's a Royalson Square. It's like, all right,
that's a big deal.
You're going to sit and watch men playing baseball. I got my jacket.
Are you going to watch these two divas give it to you raw?
Right. I don't think this is it's not really a big toss up, and it's in Minneapolis, so it's not like a far ride. So it's all good.
Yes, sir.
And then, of course, JB and the Routine are playing at Bunkers, and that's 9:30 to 1. That costs $10. So that's not the greatest thing to compete with, but you maybe, who knows? I don't know what you're a fan of. You have options.
They're there whether you want to show up or not. That's
right.
That's their night.
Yeah, you got options. And so Bonnie has also put up here on May 5th. Again, if you want to get to the spreadsheet that I'm looking at here again, funkatopia.com/OTT, which stands for Off the Track. Funkatopia.com/OTT. She's set up links here that will take you directly to the Paisley Park website to go to buy either a Paisley experience, a VIP experience, or an ultimate experience for tours on June 5th. So that's for the open house window that you can do tours in. So there are guided tours apparently. So there you go. And then of course you got all the celebration stuff. Oh yeah, I do want to bring notation to this. The Edina Art Fair is going on. That is very, very cool. And if you've never been to the Edina Art Fair, I think I do. It's a okay picture, but essentially the Edina Art Fair is it's a big art fair festival that happens in Edina every year around that time, around that first week of June. It is a lot of fun. It's really, really good if you just like the vibe, the outdoor vibe, and hanging out and just kind of doing whatever. Depends on what your schedule is for whatever. Especially if you're off the track, the Edina Art Fair is a lot of cool. It's not Prince related. You'll find like Prince art here and there, but it's not have anything to do with Prince. It is just a cool art fair where you'll have lots of food trucks and lots of artists and stuff that are out there. So it's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, definitely. Let's go back to that. So there's that. And of course, then you have the Celebration of Life concert that's happening at the Armory, which has all those phenomenal people. And then again,
let's be something.
And then we focus on the 6th. You can follow the Purple Path with Denny Laufenberger, making an encore during Celebration 2026. This event is not affiliated with any of the official events, but you can still have fun as you walk the trails that Prince likely walked or biked during his time in Chanhassen. They're going to be walking from Saturday, June 6th at 8:30 a.m. from the Lake and Pavilion. And dress for the weather, wear purple, and enjoy the sounds of DJ Michael Holtz. And I guess he's going to be down there in that area where the bridges are at Riley Creek.
Okay.
So it's going to be a lot of stuff down there. And of course, then you got all the Paisley Park tours that are going on as well, if they're not sold out. And of course, they're having another downtown walking tour with starting at the Schmidt Music Wall with Sound Around, where this is June 6th. We walk around with Kristen and Sarah on that walking tour, and of course, get a free copy of Sound Around audio tour that you can have for the app. And of course, every year there's a flip phone Prince drag brunch that happens at the Crave rooftop at 825 Hennepin Avenue in Minneapolis. It's a drag. It's a drag event. It's really It's really fun, and it's happening Celebration Weekend. There's a show at 10 and 12:30. Again, Crave Rooftop. Funkatopia.com/OTT. You can scroll down here and be able to get tickets. And
drag brunch.
And the Edina Art Fair is still going on. And then, of course, you have the sound healing and spiritual rejuvenation thing with Maya McLean that is on there. That's an add-on ticket. And then there's a purple party that's going on at the Color Wheel Gallery from 12 to 6. You can go there. Purple Day, Remembrance of the Purple One. What are we on? I'm in the 6th. Let me see if I had something specific on the 6th here. Because I actually did get, yes, I'm going to pull this up because while there is things that are listed here on hers, I want to make sure that I put this into the mix, which is this stuff from the 6th, which is Dr. Mambo's Combo going to be there at the Parkway Theater. And that is called The Forever in My Life, a birthday tribute to Prince on June 6th. And then Chase and Ovation at Bunkers is going to be at Bunkers. And then there's a film screening at the Capri Theater called Finding Our Way. So that's put on by the Minneapolis Sound Museum.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So there's a couple things that are going on there. And then also Mono Neon is going to be at the Dakota.
Ha! Yes.
Our friend Mono Neon, who joined us, it was last year or was it this year? It was last year. Mono Neon was on the show and joined us for, and he's going to be at the Dakota on, which is pretty awesome. I mean,
that's great.
I got an opportunity to see him play before, and he's a monster, man. He's pretty cool. And then of course you got the PRN alumni, which stands for Prince Rogers Nelson, by the way, for those who don't know. PRN alumni is basically an organization that helps are a nonprofit, but they help people who were once in the employ of Prince. You know, maybe they were lighting people, or maybe they were sound engineers, or maybe they were techs, or maybe it was whatever. And if they kind of come upon hard times, need help paying the rent, keeping the lights on, or just basically just need help in general, that's what PRN alum are, and that's like their core, focus. But PRN alumni is doing a meet and greet on Saturday, June 6th from 2 to 5 at the Spitz Mediterranean Restaurant on Hennepin in Minneapolis. They're going to have some exclusive merch there. And then, of course, you have Purple Day, the Remembrance of the Purple One on June 6th, hosted by Walter Q Bear Banks Jr., the Fabulous One and the Fabulous One. And
Q Bear.
Featuring DJ Dan Speak and Kemuel Haley, and performances by
Kemuel.
Johnny.
Yes, Kemuel Haley.
Kemuel.
Yes.
Performances by Johnny Brown with special guests Michael DeCole and Jackson Hurst. And again, live music, food and trucks, vendors, bring your lawn chairs. Looks like that's going to be a lot of fun. Then the Purple Day. So, and I think that's at the Phyllis Wheatley Field, which is 10th Avenue in Minneapolis. So that's where that's happening there.
Okay.
So we'll go back to that screen here. And then, of course, there's another flip phone Prince drag brunch that's happening at 12:30. I'm sorry. And then Finding Our Way, that's the one that I had already showcased. It's happening at the Capri Theater.
Sure.
I think that one is free. It's a film that's happening. And it talks about the Way Community Center. So it's a film about the Way Community Center.
Awesome. Spike Moss. Yeah.
Yep. And then we got that. And then, of course, the Prince Celebration block party that's happening from 2 to 10. And we already talked about all that, so we won't talk about it again. As I mentioned, Dr. Mambo's Combo is going to be doing Forever in My Life, a birthday tribute to Prince at the Parkway Theater. Tickets are $58, I believe. But they're also going to be playing the next night at Bunkers. So there'll be two nights in a row that they'll be playing. So here we are on June 7th. Flip phone. Why is that so hard to say? Flip phone Prince drag brunch. The Crave Rooftop, that's going to be happening. The Edina Art Fair is still going on. Purple Boat Quake. Take Me With You is sold out with the Miko North, Lady of the Lake, Excelsior. They kind of do a little bit of it's a bunch of Prince music, dancing and dining with DJ Alfonso Starr. The Excelsior, it's just Boat Quake, and that's going to be going on from 12:30 to 4. A lot of fun, limited space. It's obviously very limited. It's sold out. And then from 2 to 6, the People's Museum for Prince, Roberts Gallery. It's going to be happening in Plymouth Avenue. People's Museum for Prince. And then, of course, at Riley Creek, down there, Purple Funketeers, Alfonso Starr, the Riley Creek Born Day. And I think I actually have a full graphic for that. I think, yeah, I do. Got Dr. Mambo's Combo at Bunkers at 9:30, but earlier in the night, Alfonso is going to be down there at Riley Creek doing a jam session on June 7th. Going to be from special guests and prizes. Show is going to be there from 6 to 10. So you can hang out for that whole entire thing and then head out to Bunkers and go see Dr. Mambo's Combo at Bunkers. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on for sure. And then, of course, all the extra stuff that's happening afterwards on the 8th and 9th. You can look up funkatopia.com/OTT because there's some other events that aren't necessarily tied to Prince, but they have a Feed My Starving Children event that's happening it's hosted by Michelle Wale down in Egan on the 9th. And I don't know how long you're going to actually be out there, but there's a lot of things that are going on. And there you go. There is the complete celebration wrap up, as well as some off
The OTTs.
the OTT. So funkatopia.com/OTT if you want to check out some of that. And then, of course, the celebration stuff, PrinceCelebration2026.com. You can go and get tickets for VIP or general admission or single day tickets or kind of just plan things out and do whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go, man. That's a lot.
Good job, dude. You covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. I'm glad I was able to get it in under 2 hours. So,
Yeah, man.
there you go. Yes, I covered the Purple Highs party did I cover the Purple Highs party?
I don't think you did.
But it's not on her thing either. I
Okay.
thought I could have sworn I saw, what is that? In the,
Mark Bond's just probably trying to get you to mention it so they get some people down there then.
oh yeah, I mean, but that's definitely worth going. That's on the 5th,
It looks like the 6th.
the 6th. Let me see if I'm looking at
Dance Electric 11. Free the music. Free.
it is not on the. I'm scrolling down the 6th here.
Okay. Well, it's free.
There's the Prince Block Party. There's Dr. Mambo's Combo. Yeah, it's not on Bonnie's list. I thought I had it.
Someone says they just announced it yesterday. Details this weekend is what Mark Bond's saying. He's really gunning for it now.
All right. Well, Mark, I'm all about sharing the OTT. Just tell people where to get details this weekend. Well, all right. Well, where exactly would people tune in? Oh, follow Purple Highs. So follow Purple Highs, HIGHS on Facebook. Where are you at? Just kind of let people know. So it's going to be a free event. It's going to be DJ stuff. I think I did see something to that effect somewhere. I can't remember where I saw the graphic. Maybe it was on that Facebook page The Celebration of Prince 2026, I think, is where I saw it. Go to the Facebook group, Celebration of Prince 2026, because they list a lot of the off the track stuff. And I'm pretty sure I saw your graphic there. Maybe I missed it, but yeah, DJ Dudley D is going to be there. Okay, okay, for sure. Yeah, you got to go. You got to go there. I love DJ Dudley D. Seeing him do his thing because he takes like the best record. He obviously had access to Prince's vast library of stuff, and on top of that, he had access up to things that nobody else had access to, that Prince gave him access to, where he's actually stemmed out things. He'll like take live recordings of vocals and stem them in with something else, and it's just his level of artistry as far as the DJ stuff is just ridiculous. It's just crazy. What's this Nope thing? All right, Mark, I'm not going to have a whole entire conversation with you, Mark. Love you, brother. But let's just tell people where they can go. Oh, he says Prince didn't give them stuff. No, I'm pretty sure that. Dudley did get access to a lot of stuff from Prince. Yes, he did, because he DJ'd for Prince. So I know that he had access to stuff that some people didn't.
All right. So is this what Mark likes to do? He likes to create the case and then correct.
All right. All right.
That's my name is Bennett.
All right. So that all being said, let me just say, if you're going to have an opportunity to go to the Prince celebration, I would say, look, I'm really excited for you folks that have not done the Prince celebration before in the past, because it is absolutely amazing. It's an amazing opportunity to hang out with all those purple people, because again, I've said it a million times. Here's a million and one, that Prince fans are definitely in a bubble, and it's very, very difficult to find somebody who's passionate about Prince as we are. And so to be in a situation where you are in an entire environment for multiple days with a bunch of Prince fanatics, a lot of which know way more than you do, is just amazing. I mean, there's just so many people that just love to absorb all things purple, and it's going to be an amazing time for sure. So I would say, listen, if you have the opportunity to go, absolutely go. It is very cathartic. It is very fulfilling, especially if you're a Prince fan. You'll be definitely on a purple high for sure when you leave this event. It's always fun. It's always good. It's always worth it. But again, there is a vibe and an energy that is all throughout Minneapolis and all throughout Chanhassen during the celebration. So you're going to see a lot of people, even if you can't afford to go to the celebration, you can afford to make it up here, but maybe not to go. There's plenty of stuff for you to do and plenty of opportunities for you to be with a lot of purple people. It's just, it's a great event. It's really, really fun. And I'll be there. I mean, we'll see. We're gonna do what we can to go up there and
well, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, now I'm debating about like this unreleased stuff. It's like, it's worth them, money to be able to hear some of this unreleased stuff that they're talking about. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys had a good time. Michael, anything exciting coming up in between now and next Tuesday?
Oh, I mean, I'm always working. I mean, Urban Classic, we're playing up. Oh, wait, you said between now and next Tuesday. Actually, no, nothing to speak of. I'm actually doing a lot of busy work and just continuing to keep my summer schedule sort of organized and on point, man. I'm bossing up is an adventure, man. You're keeping 15 people's schedules straightened out and organizing rehearsals and whatnot. It's
it's a lot.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear about. Oh, I just told you. Sorry.
No, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just yeah. I mean, there's always so much going on, especially when you live up that way, man. It's just
that's the thing, is that people are like, "Are you gonna make an appearance?" I'm like, my life don't stop for celebration. I still got people depending on me. It's like half the time I'm not even in town.
Yeah. To answer some random questions, can you hear it and take it with you? No, you cannot. You can hear it, but you typically can't take it with you. It was that one celebration about, was it 3 or 4 years ago? I think it was 4 years ago where they gave us that cassette.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
No, I don't play practice every day, Joni.
Yeah, I have it somewhere. Yeah, I have it somewhere. It's actually
they gave y'all something one year. I remember hearing.
Yeah, it was a cassette, but it had a USB stick that was folded into the bottom of it. So you basically, it looked like a cassette, but you flipped it out and you could plug it up. And it was like it was a really low bit rate versions of the songs that we heard, but you still got to hear them. And then of course those songs came out in a much better and cleaned up and mixed things. But they wanted to make sure that they got something into your hands, and that was it was a cool thing for them to do.
Sure, right on, man. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it's going to be good either way. And that's the other thing too, is that, you know, can you sit there for an hour and absorb, you know, new music and be able to, you know, to not be able to listen to it again, you know, with headphones. And you might be able to listen to headphones there, but I don't know. I really want to be. I'm excited about this new music that's coming in the summer. I don't know what this is, but we're going to find out, man.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
He said it himself.
Yeah, we did. We played it.
Yes.
And I hope you guys had a good night. I hope this was informative to you. I hope that I displayed it in a way that made it a little bit easier to absorb. I know it was a lot of information, but I think that, you know, when you lay it out the way that I laid it out, it kind of makes it easier to kind of see things side by side, to kind of see exactly how those celebration tracks are going to interweave with each other and what you get and what you don't get. So there's a lot of nuances to it. But Prince Celebration 2026.com. Go and buy your tickets. Want to look at some of those off the track things that Bonnie First Story has put on that list, just go to funkatopia.com/OTT. And I'm sure that as soon as the information is released, it will be for the Purple Highs show that will be put on there as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Again, I hope you guys had a great night. It's always a blessing to be able to hang out with you guys and just chill. And just absorb and just you know, be among you fine folks, for sure, especially you, Michael. As I said, man, I was just, you know, come on, man, you're the man, come on.
Right on, brother. Again, great job, man. You really, between you and Bonnie, y'all got it nailed down, man.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
that's what we do. Yeah, but her takes a little bit. I don't know. It's a good thing. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself. We will see you next week, probably next Tuesday. I don't know. There's going to be some Tuesdays coming up where we're not going to be doing a show because Michael's going to be playing one show and there's probably going to be practices going to be falling, but it's all right. First week of June, you're going to see a lot of me up there in person. So just know that's coming.
All right. Yes.
All right. Everybody, have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you missed any of it, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Odyssey, Apple Music, that's where you listen. If you missed any of it, just head there tomorrow and it should be up there. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Good night.
See ya.